So guys, as I promised a few of you, is my walkthrough of my ultimate stranded deep home base. I'll give you a little look from the air, because you can see the dock and everything quite nicely. You get a good sort of idea of the functionality. So the two loading boat houses, the internal one so I can load it straight on the inside, as well as safe storage for all my rafts. Like I say, that's quite satisfying to look at from up here. All of that work looks pretty cool, if you ask me. And in front. Let's have a look. So my farm patch is pretty bog standard, to be honest. I'm thinking about maybe making some changes, but I've kind of liked just the basic rusticness of it. The patio next to the small splash pond. Let's give a nice little look from the side. But anyway, going in. So look at that patio. Hobo bar now, somewhere this little lay down. This is the original boathouse. This is actually the original building on this beach. So the rest of the house has been built on top of this. You can see it's made with the very original driftwood from the start of the game. This is my secondary warehouse. I've actually built this on top of the boathouse because I was running out of storage in the other warehouse. I'll show you that in a minute. Now this is the internal loading bay. So no matter what the weather, I can dock in my own house and make a very short trip to the main storage warehouse, as well as a working warehouse for making anything I need protected from the sun. Got a nice bathroom with an appropriate seat. That all flows out to sea, obviously, hypothetically. All the storage I could possibly, well, I say all the storage I could possibly want. It's not quite, because I had to build more. But I have a significant amount stored in here as it is. It's all raw materials downstairs. And up here is sticks or anything that is just a bit beyond just the raw material. I don't want to notice that the crates keep growing and I have to take them off, put them in my storage in my backpack, and then put them back, and it returns them back to the normal size. And I have to keep an eye on that because I'm a bit worried that sooner or later I'm going to be away for a couple of days and I'll come back and all I can see is a giant containers. My food storage area. Well, just in my warehouse, not my warehouse, my workshop, beg your pardon. Lots of food stored. Fresh food so I can keep myself topped up. It's my living room. Put that nice barely empty crate. I don't know why I put that in there, but show you something here because I find this quite satisfying. Random noises, my cat just having some food, so It crunches in a second, that's why. Now this is really satisfying. I don't know why it's so satisfying. It's silly, but can't see from there because I blocked it off. And there's that half wall that opens the chimney up, so again, you can just imagine that smoke's bellowing out of the top, and it's really bloody satisfying. The herb collection, so I can knock myself up any lotions or potions or whatever you call them, really. Behold my stuff. And out to the hangar. So I did originally just have like a fairly thin runway. It didn't really make sense considering it's a helicopter, so I lengthened it and squared it off, so now it's more of a landing pad with again, just a little workshop shed. So if I need to build any more, I can. Here's that loading deck that I was talking about earlier on, so you can dock right up there, in there, and go straight into the storage. So let's go outside and have a look at the dock. I'm sure that's what most people wanted to have a look at. So I've got this little dive door, so if I want to go out fishing and go hunting, spear myself some fish, I can come straight out of there into a nice little dive area. It's beautiful. And have access straight back in. Yeah, out of the dock. The weather's turned now, unfortunately, so it's not quite as sunny, but you can still see in the light. Porch. A little ducky boat. Catamaran, and that's the container ship, or the container wall transporter raft. We've taken out the spaces in the middle so you can fit the walls right in between, and they don't move around so much. You can get two on at a time safely with that. You can do 3, but I prefer to do things twice without too much trouble than doing things once and it being a lot of trouble, because I think generally it seems to be more efficient anyway. This is the current lighthouse slash, well, tower. It's a tower with a lamp attached to it, really. But one of the plans is potentially to knock this down, build a big tower, and potentially bridge it across to there. I'm still mulling that idea over. I don't know if it will spoil the aesthetic or have a big bulky tower sticking out here, but we'll see. I'll update you, I'm sure. But yeah, this is it. This is my home, my Stranded Deep ultimate home base. Into the drink. I love diving in this game. I quite like scuba diving in real life. I love scuba diving in real life too. So I quite like the idea of just having an element of recreational diving within the game. So incorporating this into the base was really satisfying. This is how she looks. The moon is just rising and the day is closing. So yeah, that's my tour. It's taken me probably a couple of years all in all of building, rebuilding, tweaking, but she's just there. So there we are. Big thank you to anyone who's watched it all the way through. I'd love to hear your comments.